Hello and a very good evening to everyone joining Sri Lanka's number one sports hub, the www.thepapare.com. We are coming to you live from the Royal Complex, bringing to you the live coverage of the game between Ananda College and Lumbini College. This first semi-final of the Premier Trophy that will be played in the two-day matches. Tomorrow, Nalanda will be taking on Parandur Sumangala. Before that, the first semi-final, Lumbini College will be taking on Ananda College here at Royal Complex. Both teams are warming up. This is the confirmation. Lumbini College taking on Ananda College, the Milo Premier Trophy for 2019. This is the first game of for today. Later on, Vidyartha College will be taking on Wesley College for the knockouts. That's the Milo Knockout Champions Trophy. And joining me in commentary is Sajid Nazmi. A very good evening, Sajid.
Good evening, Kavint. It's going to be a much humid day today with a quite warm day in the grounds, and we also saw the morning matches against St. John's College and St. Thomas's College, Matale. So it was a nice game overall, and St. John's College managed to go across Matale, St. Thomas's College, and they got qualified for the finals in the Chairman's Trophy 2019, Knockouts Chairman's Trophy 2019. So now we are going to witness the Lumbini College and the Ananda College will be playing on the Premier Trophy 2019 in the knockout section.
And taking a look at the weather conditions for today. Weather conditions for today will be as follows: partly cloudy, but right now it's not so humid. 28 degrees of Celsius, and later it will be 26 degrees of Celsius. A wind speed of 14 kilometers per hour coming in from the northeast. That is the forecast for evening. This will be a 2:15 kickoff prior to the Milo Knockout Trophy match between Wesley and Vidyartha. So it will be an interesting clash between Lumbini and Ananda. And now we will go for a short commercial break, and when we do come back, we will have the team cards and the live action.
දැන් යහ පෝෂා දන්නේ ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. මැලිබන් යහපෝෂ රසයකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමීරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් බුබුදා.
හොඳම මැලිබන්ටේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා. මැලිබන්ටේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා.
පදම වරුනේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා.
මැලිබන්ටේ පදමට ගහට.
I have news. Let's meet.
To be a man is to sweat for every last inch of it. The harder you push yourself, the louder your body will protest. From sweat to grease, grease to dandruff. Fight back with Clear Men, 2 times the fighting power of ordinary shampoos. Beat grease, beat dandruff. Unbeatable performance for the unbeatable man. Power for the odds. Clear, 0 dandruff, nothing to hide.
ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සැමගේ තේරීම no limit.
දැන් Gold Dio body spray හඳුන්වා දෙන අලුත් මාදිලි 4කින් Blaze, Challenge, Storm සහ Rave. අදම try කරන්න Gold Dio body spray පැය 24 පුරා.
When she's special, she's not just a girlfriend. She is your sweetheart. When you feel it, you don't just call it sunshine. You call it warmth. When you reveal your deepest emotions, it's not just art, it's freedom. And when its essence is premium cocoa butter, it's not just chocolate, it's Ravello. Chocolate so special, you call it Ravello.
Drift in search of happiness. Fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination.
I start each day with a dream to win. Training, working hard, rain. How strong the other team is, nothing can stop me.
Nourishing Milo with its unique combination of chocolate, malted barley and B vitamins, together with the goodness of milk, brings out the winner in you. Milo, fueling the winning spirit.
Nestle, good food, good life.
හැමෝම ඇවිල්ලා. ඔයාලා විතරයි අඩුවට හිටියේ. එන්න. හරි ඔක්කොම බලන්න පුළුවන්. මේ බලන්න. මේ තෙරපොන්. මේ කාලේ ඕන දෙයක් ක්ෂණිකව දැනගන්න පුළුවන්. මෙන්න ඔසීන්න ඇන්ඩ්‍රු කතා කරනවා. හලෝ ඇන්ඩ්රු. මුළු ක්ලික් එකම අද අපේ ගෙදර. පොඩි ලොකු හැමෝම අද අපේ ගෙදර. මේ හැමෝම සතුටු කරන්න අපේ ගෙදර සුපර් ෆාස්ට් ඉන්ටර්නෙට් වගේම ඇතිතරම් ඩේටා තියෙන්නේ ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ් නිසා.
අපි next week එකෙත් යනවා.
රයිට්. මගේ ඩයලොග් මගේ විදියට මගේ සුපර් හෝම් එකේ. ලංකාවේ අපිට නම් ඩයලොග් තමයි.
අපේ අම්මා change වෙලා. උඩේකට change වෙලා. යායකට change වෙලා. අපේ අම්මා change වෙලා.
දැන් යහපෝෂා දන්නේ ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. මැලිබන් යහපෝෂ රස එකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමීරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් පුබුදා.
හොඳම මැලිබන්ටේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා. මැලිබන්ටේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා.
පදම වරුනේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා.
මැලිබන්ටේ පදමට කහට.
ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සැමගේ තේරීම no limit. Stumble upon a surprise. Fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination.
I start each day with a dream to win. Training, working hard, rain. How strong the other team is, nothing can stop me.
Nourishing Milo with its unique combination of chocolate, malted barley and B vitamins, together with the goodness of milk, brings out the winner in you. Milo, fueling the winning spirit.
Nestle, good food, good life.
යාழ்පාණத்தில்
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. සිරිතදාස
ඇඩ්මොරටුව
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය කිලක්කු මාහාන
සුගතදාස indoor stadium
is the Fox Hill Supercross.
රුණෑගල සිරි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නූරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයේ.
final showdown Candy Sports Club
පොරණරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට
Welcome back to Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, the www.thepapare.com. It's game time here at the Royal Complex. We are bringing to you live action from the game between Lumbini College and Ananda College, the first semi-final of the Premier Trophy, Milo Premier Trophy for 2019. And later today, it will be Vidyartha College taking on Wesley College in the first semi-final for the President's Milo Knockouts Trophy. And taking a look at the team cards for today. This is the Lumbini team card. Samir Abulgens, Gihan Lakshita, Ashen Veerasinghe forming that front row, heavy front rowers. Hasita Diriman and Mohammad Azim forming the lock combination. Ranjit Kumar, Danushka Dilhara at the flankers, and the big number 8 is Udayanga, and guiding traffic Kasun Rajapaksha at scrum half, Dulaksha Champupati at fly half. The wings will be Mohammad Shifan and Yashir Pereira in that number 11 and 14 jerseys. The center combination Sachin Eranda and Indumana Rupa Singha. The fullback will be Hirana Silva. Hirana Silva will be also taking the kicking duties as well. Isurushan, Akila Rukshan, Lasit Edrisinghe, Kasun Deshan, Kumar Jayalat, Pasan Ranmal and Naina Lochana will come off the bench in the second half. Hopefully a good strong bench as well for Lumbini. And for Ananda, this is the Ananda team card. Fernando Ratnayaka and Kulatunga forming the front rowers. Kakulava, the brothers forming the lock combination. So much of understanding there, having played rugby from the beginning. Rashmik and Tamasha forming the flankers, and P. Kaushalya will be the number 8 scrum half for today. G. Pereira and the fly half guiding traffic Prabhashwara, the two wings, two Silvas in that 11 and 14 jerseys, Y Silva and S Silva. The center combinations are Dilanga and B Madhushankar, and the fullback A Prasad, and the replacements Lakshan, Ransilu, Karya Peruma, Lakruan, Dias, Vikramasinghe, Prasanna and Didulanga will be coming in from the bench. So that is the Ananda team card, and both teams have gone into the shed for their final preparations. The kickoff time was scheduled to be at 2:15. Not a massive crowd present here at the Royal Complex. Susajit what are your predictions for the game?
Well, Kavint, as you said, you don't see much crowd over here at Royal Complex today, and but we can expect some good rugby from these two schools. Ananda College versus Lumbini College, they have performed their maximum in the league tournaments also. We were, you can remember that we both were talking about that game against DSN and Aika versus I beg your pardon, DSN College versus Lumbini College. You see that the number 8 of Lumbini College, he was everywhere in that game. So my prediction would be, my upper hand will be with Lumbini College, Kavint.
I think I'd have to disagree with the fact that Anand have been playing really well in the B division, the C division, B division, and the B division as well. They have come close to winning the William Gopal Trophy between Vidyarth, and here comes the Anand team. Comparing the two teams, Anand have a huge front row and they look a much more bulky side than Lumbini.
But the intention should be clear. Lumbini should not make any misinterpretations of the game, where they should not take Ananda College easily in this game, by the way, because you saw that how they played initially against
and that's the Lumbini team in the side, and we will shortly take a look at the referees for today. This is the match will be officiated by Deepal Punyavardhana and Ranjit Kumar on your screens, and Kamil Haji will be the first AR. This is Deepal Punyavardhana who will be taking control of things here in the first semi-final of the Milo Premier Trophy. It's a 2:15 game, so it'll be, the conditions will be hot and humid, 28 degrees when we previously showed you today's forecast as well. So interesting game on our hands. Lumbini will obviously look to do what they did against DS, run that ball, use some box kicks, and hopefully they don't fall back in physicality as the game progresses, Sajid.
Exactly, yes, we were talking about that in the commentary box a while ago. DSN College was brilliant in the second half, but now Lumbini played all over in the first half. They had that physicality and they had that potential to kick and chase the ball. Now it's going to be the initial whistle from the referee.
It will be the Lakshana Chamupati to kick things off. A brilliant kick. A good high-hanging kick. Taken down by one of the brothers. The initial clearance kick wasn't good. Here's Lumbini in attack.
Stay back.
Taken down just outside the 22 meters, spreading the ball out wide.
Tackle. Back.
Here's the big man. Finally, the ball has been given away. That was good possession for Lumbini College. Here's Anand on the attack for the first time. Went for the blind side, put a grabber. Brilliant work from the fullback. Advantage being played in favor of Lumbini. The tackler wasn't released there. Here's the number 8, the big number 8, Saj is what was talking about. The scrum half sends out to Chamupati who puts it out on the full. Not out on the full. So it was a brilliant kick from Chamupati. Just outside the 22 meters of Anand. Lumbini did all the hard work, attacked from the kickoff, but they gave possession away. That was crucial. Here's the driving ball set from Ananda. Ananda, known for this. They have the pack weight as well. Finally sucked in. Here's the ball out to the fly half. Sending the ball out. Here's Silva. Beautiful work from Ananda. Should have offloaded, but he's still on his feet. Finally taken down, playing with advantage for a high tackle. The scrum half going through the fringes there. But he was well defended from Lumbini. Here's the ball out wide. Beautiful defense from Lumbini yet again.
Okay, back, back.
Trying to counter-ruck. Here's the big man. That's the number 6. Rashmika.
Hands off. Back,
Just inside the 22 meters. The scrum half vying his options. Here's the danger man.
Forward
A
pass.
forward pass. Thought it was a flat pass, but
Time off.
the referee bringing back
Number
play.
13.
Beautiful passage
Captain.
of play from Anand.
Captain. Number 13.
This Anand team, if they are given space, they can run around you.
Exactly, yes, Kavin. They were brilliant until this point from all over the ground. So even though Lumbini kicked and gained more and more meters in the pitch, but yet
Time on.
at the meantime, Anand managed, even there was a ruck situation, they still managed to keep moving forward in the ground, Kavin.
So the penalty was in favor of Anand, courtesy of a high tackle. Here's dangerous position for Anand. Ratnayaka. Secure position. Will this be the first try coming in from Anand? Beautifully sucked from Lumbini. Going through the corner, and that will be the first try scored by Anand. That was the scrum half that scored. Pereira, the number 9, going through the fringes, and he will take the conversion himself. Beautiful work. He managed to go through that fringe between those two flankers. Beautiful work. Here's the replay. That was initially stuck down. There you go. Stretches out and scores the first try. The flankers could have done a lot more there. He'll be taking the conversion as well. That's G. Pereira for Anand.
So that's how it all happened. As I told you, even there was a ruck situation, they didn't want to give the ball out wide, but they always managed to play it through the blind side. So there you go, the scrum half taking the kick. He has the distance, but not the direction, I guess, Kavin.
At the distance, but not the direction. Correctly said. This is Pereira on your screens, the try scorer. So it's 5 points to nil here at Royal Complex. Just 3 minutes on the clock. Lumbini have a huge task of evading this Anand speedsters. Here's a Chamupati. A lovely high hanging kick. Taken again. Spreads the ball wide. Knocks it back. Here's a dangerous position for Anand. Takes the ball back. Kicks it into touch. That wasn't really what was expected. Good defense good pressure from Lumbini. He was found in trouble. Chamupati initially it was a good high hanging kick. And then the pass, the center couldn't collect and clear it. It was because of the good pressure put in by Lumbini that they made a mess of it.
Not a
Unable
best
to
of the
collect, and
passes.
Here's Lumbini. The throw wasn't straight. So a scrum in center field over throw for Ananda. Was Ashen Gihan Lakshitarada who threw it crooked. It was good work from Ranjit Kumar rather.
Okay.
He managed to collect that loose ball.
Boy. Set. Steady, steady, steady.
Pereira, the try scorer, feeding in. Here's the number 8.
Tackle, tackle.
Beautiful defense from the flankers. This time he manages to clear it. Collected cleanly from the fullback. Here's the counter attack. Still going is the fullback for Lumbini. He made at least 60 meters, brought the ball into the 22 meters. Still the possession is with Lumbini and numbers on the outside. The number 12 to the line. That will be the first try for Lumbini. Beautiful work. It was initially because of Hirona Silva. He caught the high hanging ball and then brought the ball into the 22 meters. And there were numbers on the outside, 3 men to be precise. Here's the replay.
So you can see the number 12 of Lumbini College, Sachin Eranga, running across the defense of Ananda College. You saw Hirna Silva was brilliant overall. The little man from the number 15 running through the defense of Ananda College, and he's ready for the conversion. Not the easiest conversion they will get ever. The kicker will not like this kind of angles from their forwards or the backs, but now not much wind will be playing a major role.
There's not much of a wind. He had the direction but not the distance. So it's 5-all here at Royal Complex.
Dulakshana Chamupati is the man. He couldn't convert it, but 5-all at Royal Complex against Ananda College and Lumbini College on the Premier Milo Knockouts Trophy 2019. Ready for the restarts.
Hirona Silva was brilliant. He brought the ball, caught the high hanging ball, then brought it from his own half to the opposition 22. That was where the defense scrambled. Here's Ananda. A good kick. Finds no one. So here's Ananda inside the opposition 22. Lumbini let that ball bounce. So it will be the second throw in for Lumbini. But this time it will be a defensive line out. Collected cleanly. Sends it out to Chamupati. But crooked ball. A crooked throw rather. So Ananda do have the option of a scrum or a line out. Think they've gone for the option of a scrum.
Just like they did initially from the Ananda College at the middle. It was nice to see that Ananda College doing the same thing again and again. They want to pierce through the Lumbini defense, Kavin.
Yeah, they'll look to use those number 8 to suck in a few defenders as they did, and then try to use those wings to good effect. The two Silvas, they look like speedsters, but taking it through the forwards is Ananda. Inside the opposition red zone. Here's another pick and drive. Ananda College looks to have found a ploy to gain meters, but this time wasn't successful. A bad pass, a lovely wrap around. Here's numbers on the outside for Ananda. Lock in the line. Possession still with Ananda. Here's the big man wearing that number 4 jersey. Kakulava. Ananda still with possession advantage in favor of Lumbini, courtesy of a knock-on. Was well spotted by the referee as well. These little mistakes are going to cost Ananda at the end. They've had so much of possession in the game. It was just one that time Lumbini got the ball where Hirono Silva waved his way through into the 22 meters.
Ananda was brilliant initially in the game. They knew how to go through the phases, and they knew how to pierce the defense. But now I think there's a bit of clumsy play from Ananda College, Kavind.
A lovely kick from Chamupati. Manages to take play outside the 22 meters. Clears danger. Chamupati has been a player to watch for Lumbini against DS as well. He was really good with his clearing kicks. Running lateral is Lumbini. The referee stops play.
Captain. Both team last time first 10 last warning nah. Next time silakan dah. High tackles.
Advantage in favor of Lumbini College. Chamupati will clear his line. Not a very good kick. He found much more distance in the last kick when he was under pressure. This time he barely gains 10 meters.
I think Lumbini have changed their playing pattern this time, Kavind, because now they are doing something different than the normal performance which they did in the league season. They are not going to quick much. So see that they're going to the line.
Yes, Chamupati weaving his way through. Still going is Chamupati, finally brought down. Beautiful run from him. Here's the big man. That's Hasita Edirimana. The prop puts the ball to boot, lets the ball bounce. Does Ananda, not a very good option. Still on his feet, finally brought down. Ananda under pressure. Not a good pass. Wasn't the scrum half.
Hey, green, roll away. Stay back.
Tries a clearing kick, a good kick rather. Takes it outside his own 22 meters. So good pressure from Lumbini Sajid.
Exactly, yes. Intentions are clear from Ananda College. They don't want any rugby to be played on their 22. And now you see a good high-hanging kick, and they have gained more meters into the other side. Good pressure from Lumbini. So they have been brilliant, especially the number 10, Dulakshana Chamupati, and the number 4, Hasita Nirmana, was brilliant in this space, Kavind. So you can see good line out, but not the best of the passes.
Yes, Chamupati puts the ball to boot. Letting the ball bounce is Ananda from inside their own 22 meters. Tries the clearing kick. So it will be a line out in favor of Lumbini again. This is at least the 6th line out we've seen in the span of just 15 minutes.
Maybe they have been told to kick and chase, but they're kicking it outside this time. Man with the ball, Gihan Lakshita. Not best of the passes, you can see.
Manages to steal the ball. Does Anand. Beautiful tackle there. Thought it was a forward pass as well. Well spotted by the referee.
1 minute rest. Ball here.
So it'll be a scrum center field.
Forward pass.
Beautiful tackle coming in from
1 minute rest.
Sachin Naranga on his counterpart. Took the ball right out of his hands. It was Kakula. Interesting tactical change when Anand has been playing. They have used Kakula wearing the number 4 and the scrum half jersey. He's playing at the wings, right next to the wing as a second center, more rather. And you can take an in-depth look at the school's rugby facts and figures, the points table, the leading try scorers. You can log on to the stats.thepapare.com and check all the stats. We've stopped for a 1 minute water break. Because of the hot and humid conditions, mind you, it's a 2:15 kickoff. The big game that will be followed later. Vidyartha College taking on Wesley. Vidyartha will be travelling down. They have travelled down to Colombo. Well, the only time they did, they managed to beat DS 29 points to 21 at Havelock Park, securing themselves an A division spot for next year. Here's Lumbini. This time the number 8 doesn't break. Taken down. Advantage, a penalty. Handling on the ground. Think they should kick it out. Chamupati doing the right thing. He's making all the decisions. Dulakshana Chamupati. This time a reasonable territory finder right inside the 22 meters off Ananda College.
This is not what you always want to happen when it comes to your game, Kavin. Ananda College on their feet, on their jail right now. They want to come out of that place, but good pass from the hooker.
Not a good throw. Collected. Here's Champati sending the ball out wide to Hirana Silva. The ball was knocked backwards. Possession with Lumbini. Hirana Silva weighing his options. Chamupati, a lovely pass to Hirana Silva, but not able to collect it cleanly. Was Hirana Silva wearing the number 15 jersey? Here's the replay. Champati sending it out wide. Hirana Silva didn't initially collect it. So scrum in favor of Ananda College inside their own 22 meters, meaning that they can kick it out on the full. Here you go, the replay. Hirana Silva was asked to go out. Yes, Champati, a lovely weighted pass, but it was a little too high. Had he collected that, it would have certainly been a different story. Here's Anand clearing things out. A good kick.
Out in full, Kavinta. It's not a good kick, rather.
It was inside. The scrum was taken inside the 22 meters, so thought he could have kicked it out on the full. They didn't take the ball out of the 22 meters.
trying hard to get out of their jail. They want something to happen. They want their forwards to play a major role in this point, Kavin.
After that initial boost of energy, seems to be lacking. Here's Ziruna Silva weaving his way through. He tried to step, wasn't the best option. Here's Lumbini on the attack. The forwards will pick and drive. In meters away from the try line. Ananda defending really well, holding the play up, rips the ball apart. That's Kukula. A lovely high hanging kick. Here's Ziruna Silva. Was the danger man. This time the scrum half in support. Here's Lumbini. Dangerous in broken play.
No, nothing wrong.
Ananda having to do all the defending. Here's Chamupati, a lovely cutout pass. Numbers on the outside. Still going is the number 14. That's Yashira scoring that try. The second try for Lumbini College.
You see the lead play over there. Super performance. Good cutout pass from the player. And Yashira Greru running all over. Beats two men. And yes, try time for Lumbini College. Champati will be taking the kicking duties again. Will this be a good tackle? Will this be a good conversion? They want something more.
And a yellow card given for an Anand player. It was a late tackle attempt on the try scorer. He had already grounded the ball. Yes, Chamupati with his second conversion attempt. As the distance, not the direction. Last time he didn't have the distance but had the direction. Here's the yellow card. It's the number 4. Kukula he was wearing that white scrum cap as well. Lumbini 10 points to 5. Ananda having a lot to do. After that initial burst of energy, Ananda seems to be lacking a lot. Lumbini securing things, sends it out. Here's the big man, Hasita. Sucking in defenders. Chamupati will put a high kick on the charge. Trying to run. Running around is the winger. The ball is out. So Lumbini pounces on it. Turns the ball over. But the referee deems a knock on in favor of Ananda. It was really unlucky. The ball was loose. So the Lumbini players pounced on it. And hence a knock on was caused. Anand still playing defensive rugby. They've not used the wingers, the centers to good use. After that initial first 2 minutes of good rugby, they seems to be on the back foot. Sends the ball out wide. Here's Silva running around. Good backhand pass. Not held in the tackle. Get ups and goes again. A high up and under. Collected well by Hirona Silva, but good defense from Anand as well. Still manages to secure position. Here's Lumbini. Taken down inside their own half. Chamupati, not a good pass, but manages to clear his line. He was taken back into the 22 meters, so he couldn't have kicked the ball out on the full. So it will be a line out in favor of Ananda College. Here's an opportunity for Ananda finally to get some points.
But they have to make maximum use of this opportunity, Kavin. And also you can see that how dangerous their forwards are. See how they're driving them all.
The forwards doing good work, going through the fringes. Equally well defended from Lumbini as well. Trying to go through the fringes is Pereira, the try scorer. He did a similar move and scored, but that was just 5 meters away from the try line, not 22 meters away. The Anand forwards picks and drives, doesn't gain meters, sends it out to his forwards. Here's Anand, a lovely backhand pass, and only manages to knock the ball on. Here's Hirona Silva, the danger man, puts the ball to boot and chases. Good backtracking from Anand as well, running around. Here's the Lumbini. Was the line out? Well spotted by the AR. Kamil Haji. Yet again it was Hirona Silva who remained composed and ran around the defense. He's little in composure, but he has a deadly pace. Lumbini manages to secure position. Held up on the tackle. Good defense from Anand. Finally the ball pops out on the Anand side. Here's the big forwards, a knock on the tackle.
You see the replay of that infringement, Kavin. A man down from Lumbini College. Referee is going to have a chat with officials there.
Hirona Silva is the player down for Lumbini.
Visit our YouTube channel for replays, highlights and more. www.youtube.com/ThePapare officials. You can see more and more segments from ThePapare.com, also Rugbypedia, and also the breakdown from our lads. So next 27th minute here, Lumbini leading 10 points to 5.
Initially it was 10 points to 5 in the first game that was played today against St. Thomas Matale, St. John's Nugegoda and St. Thomas Matale. That was for the Chairman's Trophy. It was a similar scoreline at half time. Ananda still playing with a man down, courtesy of a late tackle attempt.
Hirona Silva, not the man you want to be down at this time for Lumbini College, Kavin. He was brilliant overall, and he managed to gain more and more meters for your school, for Lumbini College rather. So, but here at this time they're trying to make something different.
Forward. Come down. Green ball.
Play on progress again.
Okay, ready? Ready? Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady. Steady. Wait. Wait. Come up. Wait.
Lumbini manages to win possession. He is playing with advantage for a high tackle, quickly taken. That will be the second yellow card. Dilanga playing at that center position. He was warned earlier. Playing with 13 men is Ananda an uphill task. Just as one player was getting ready to come in. A lovely kick from Chamupati as well, just outside the 22 meters. Here's the replay. There you go. A little too high for the referee's liking. A straight yellow. That's Dilanga.
Gihan Lakshan with the ball right now. Good pass, and
here's Lumbini trying to go through the center. Beautiful counter-rucking from Ananda College. This is the type of rugby they should be playing with 13 men. Beautiful work. Beautiful work from the fly off there. He spotted space and then put the kick over. So it will be a line out in favor of Lumbini. Lumbini have an opportunity to score another try, given that Anand only have 13 men on the field.
you should not give out possession like this, Kavin, when you have less players than the other. You see that line is running fine. They are giving out a good pass, but not the best of the pass you can get from your centers.
Iruna Silva. Here's the number 12 running laterally. Gives the ball out. Possession in favor of Anand. A penalty advantage being played in favor. The ball pops out as well. Another advantage for offside. The second in matter of seconds. Takes the ball into contact. Trying to go through the forwards. The ruck was formed. Four players. Four players taken to the breakdown.
Yellow card. Oh, number 6. Green number 6. Green number 6. Captain. Hi son, block tackle. All team general warning. Next time, yellow card. Any player, no block tackle. Okay? Okay? Back. Block tackle.
Offside. Repeated
given by the referee for Ashan Veerasinghe. Repeated infringements.
So line out in favor of Anand. 2 minutes to half time. Anand will ideally look to get some points on the board. They haven't looked convincing so far. Another line out being turned over. Yes, Chamupati trying to run the center. Takes the ball to ground without a tackle. Yes, Hasita Dirmana takes 2 men to bring him down. Rajapaksha surveys his options yet again. Sends it out to Champati. Not a good collection. Kicks it right into the hands of the fullback and knocks the ball on. Advantage being played in favor of Lumbini. So it will be a scrum. A penalty given.
Ananda College playing with 14 men right now, and they don't have their number 15 Dilanga on their line. Not best of the kicks that you can see from your player, Kavin.
There was Samir Abuljans. Out on the full. Penalty advantage in favor of Anand. The maul was collapsed. Here's Pereira. Hospital pass to the fly half. Puts a box kick high up and under. Not managing to collect it. A lovely pass. There was no numbers on the outside for Anand. Here's an opportunity. He should have passed there. There were 5-on-2 for Anand. A penalty yet again being conceded by Lumbini. Here's Pereira, the try scorer. Here's the forwards going through. Finally, Anand seems to have woken up from the mistakes. Lumbini, a knock-on advantage. Thought it was hands on the rack, and the try has been almost scored, just short, and the try has been scored. The second try for Anand was Ratnayaka scoring the second try for Anand. So scores are even just on the brink of half time. Anand with the man down as well.
Super performance from the Anand, the forwards, Kavint, as we were speaking initially. They have took maximum use from their forwards, and they still doing the same thing while Lumbini is counter-attacking with their backs.
Yeah, initially the penalty was awarded courtesy of collapsing the driving maul. Has the distance and the direction. A beautiful conversion. So it's 12 points to 10. Anand leading at half time. And we will now take a look at yes, the try that was scored. The second try for Anand, the big number 2 Veeratnayaka scoring. picking and driving, picking and dropping over the whitewash. So it's 12 points to 10. That's the half-time confirmation. Lumbini College 10 points to 12. Ananda leading. Ananda didn't deserve to have led at half-time as well.
They were playing in patches, Kavint.
So we'll now go for a short commercial break, and when we do come back, we will have the second half action. Here's the highlights. This is Pereira. Scored the first try for Ananda. The conversion not going through. Was Pereira again who scored that, and here's the first try for Lumbini. A lovely cutout pass to Hiruno Silva. Hiruno Silva gave it out to the number 12, Sandhu Neranga. That conversion didn't go through from Champati as well, and this is the second try, the captain scoring. Yashira Pereira, and he is on the brink of half time. Ananda managing to pull one through. Inches short, and the incoming support of the likes of V. Ratnayaka, picking and dropping over the whitewash. There you go, that's how the second try was scored, and that conversion was put through by Kukulava. So that's the half-time break. 10 points to 12, Anand leading, and now we will go for a short commercial break, and when we do come back, we will have the second half action.
දැන් යහපෝෂා දන්නේ ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. මැලිබන් යහපෝෂ රස එකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමීරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් බුබුදා.
හොඳම මැලිබන්තේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා. මැලිබන්තේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා.
පදම වරුනේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා.
මැලිබන්තේ පදමට කහට.
I have news. Let's meet.
To be a man is to sweat for every last inch of it. The harder you push yourself, the louder your body will protest. From sweat to grease, grease to dandruff. Fight back with Clear Men, 2 times the fighting power of ordinary shampoos. Beat grease, beat dandruff. Unbeatable performance for the unbeatable man. Power through the odds. Clear, zero dandruff, nothing to hide.
ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සැමගේ තේරීම no limit.
Then Gold Dio Body Spray. හඳුන්වා දෙන අලුත් මාදිලි 4කින් Blaze, Challenge, Storm සහ Rave. අදම try කරන්න Gold Dio Body Spray පැය 24 පුරා.
When she's special, she's not just a girlfriend. She is your sweetheart. When you feel it, you don't just call it sunshine. You call it warmth. When you reveal your deepest emotions, it's not just art. It's freedom. And when its essence is premium cocoa butter, it's not just chocolate. It's Ravello. Chocolate so special, you call it Ravello.
Discover fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination.
දැන් යහපෝෂා දන්නේ ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. මැලිබන් යහපෝෂ රසයකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමීරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් බුබුදා.
හොඳම මැලිබන්ටේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා. මැලිබන්ටේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා.
පදම වරුනේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා.
මැලිබන්ටේ පදමට කහට.
I have news. Let's meet.
සුවිසලි ලක්ක වෙනුවෙන් සෑමංගලක් දක්වාම දහඩිය හෙලීම සැබෑ පිරිමියෙකුගේ ගතියක්. ඔබේ උත්සාහය තියුණු වෙන තරමට ඔබේ ශරීරයේ උත්සාහයට අභියෝග කරයි. මුලින් දහඩිය, ඉන්පසු ග්‍රීස්, අන්තිමක ඉස්හොරි. ක්ලියර්මෙන් සමගින් නැගිටින්න කාලයයි මේ. සාමාන්‍ය ෂැම්පූ වලට වඩා දෙගුණයක් ක්‍රියාකාරී ක්ලියර්මෙන් ඔබත් සමග ඉස්හොරි වලට එරෙහිව සටන් වදී. ඔබේ ජයග්‍රහණයට පෙරමං සදන අසමසම ඉලක්ක වෙත යන සැබෑ පිරිමින් වෙනුවෙන්ම සුවිශේෂී ක්ලියර්මෙන් ලොබාංගේගේ මෙන්ස් ෂැම්පූ. දැන් Gold Dio Body Spray හඳුන්වා දෙන අලුත් මාදිලි 4කින් Blaze, Challenge, Storm සහ Rave. අදම try කරන්න Gold Dio Body Spray පැය 24 පුරා.
Echo the voices of fun. Fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination.
I start each day with a dream to win. Training, working hard, rain. How strong the other team is, nothing can stop me.
Nourishing Milo with its unique combination of chocolate, malted barley and B vitamins, together with the goodness of milk, brings out the winner in you. Milo, fueling the winning spirit.
Nestle. Good food, good life.
Welcome back with the live action from ThePapare.com, Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub. Game between Ananda College and Lumbini College. Ananda College leading 12 points to 10 at this time. Milo Premier Trophy 2019, the first semi-finals against Ananda College and Lumbini College, Colombo. Ananda College was not much brilliant in the initial half of the game, but still they managed to lead. Players starting on the second half right now. Joining with me in the commentary, Inshaf Kafur.
Lumbini College have themselves a challenge initially. Let's see how Ananda College comes in this second half. Sajid, the first 10 minutes is going to be very important for both sides. Whoever scores first should have upper hand in the second half.
Good high-hanging kick from the Lumbini player in the deep. Superb performance, superb running from the number 14, Yesira Guerrero. He was brilliant initially. Knock-on given in favor of Lumbini College here. This is what they have to do all the time, Inshaf.
See, the thing is, Ananda College were not getting the act together. They had several overlaps. They've had advantages. They are still down to 14 players, but then they've still had plenty of opportunities. Here's a look at what happened exactly. The Ananda player did not get a hold of the ball, and good pressure coming in from Lumbini. So very well done by Lumbini. Put the Ananda player in pressure and earn themselves position inside their half.
Kasun Rajapaksa is ready to feed the scrum here for Lumbini College. Ananda have big numbers also. Goes the first receiver. Not the best of the passes, but he's over the defense. Number 12 from Lumbini College, it is Sachin Eranga. Superb running and steps in.
Hiranga gets the ball, so good passages of play for Lumbini. Now the scrum half wants to speed things up. Hiranga almost there, does not get through. So Lumbini still in position, looking for that first try in the second half. Numbers forming up, and that should be the try for Lumbini. Very well done. It was this man, Hiranga Silva, who saw the breakthrough initially, and he makes way for the first try in the second half, and Lumbini College take the lead. Kasun Rajapaksa doing the scoring honors there. I think credit should go to this little man, number 9, wearing the number 9. He's taking that responsibility for the Lumbini lads. He's taken this team left and on. Here's a look at what happened. Take a clear look. Hiranga went a little bit short there. Could not score the ball, but he knew he needs to keep the ball. He needs to keep the ball alive. And then next phase, it was Rajapaksa who ended up scoring. So early break coming in for Lumbini. Let's see if they could take on this momentum forward and make their way onto the finals.
Sachin Eranga with his kicking duty is not brilliant so far in this game, by the way. Achievable target from this point, by the way, for Sachin.
Ranga has the distance and not the angle, so the scoreline still stay the same. 3 points separating the two sides, Lumbini and Ananda. So Ananda College still backhandling with their with one of their players still in the scene bin. So we'll wait and see what Ananda will have in mind in the next few minutes. They've just been conceded. They've conceded a try, and a try that came off the efforts of Lumbini's backline. We've seen how interesting and how exciting that backline has that potential to penetrate that defense in the Ananda lads. If they could continue doing this, I think we could be looking at a bigger score. If they could keep that handling at a count at the very minimum, that's going to be the key for Lumbini. Now Pereira with the restart once again goes way high. Good collection from Veera Singh for Lumbini. Lumbini looking to clear. I think they cannot kick this one out on the full, something they've done more often in the first half. Ananda looking to run it from that far corner, but good defense coming in from Lumbini, and it's a turnover. Very well done. And referee says holding on. So this is the pressure that Lumbini should be giving in. They'll need to pressurize their opponents. They're not the biggest team on the park. Ananda clearly are a heavier pack, but then these are little things that Lumbini can work around.
Dulakshana Chamupati gains decent number of meters on the 22 of Ananda College.
Important line out for Lumbini once again. The first time they came into their 22, they ended up scoring. Let's see if this time they'll be second time lucky, but before that they'll need to hold on to those line outs. Here comes the fly half. Good tackle there by Anand. Prasad doing the duties there in taking that player down. Numbers opening up for Lumbini. Hiranga makes a sprint, but he'll need to hold on. I don't understand what's the reasoning behind all these offloads, but then Lumbini somehow win back possession. Numbers to the left. Hope that Lumbini keeps the ball alive. Now Rajapaksa spreading it out wide. Will need to look at his man before he sends that pass. But for Lumbini's luck, I think referees will bring back play for the initial infringement. But then take a look at that pass. If we can take a look at that replay once again. Very sloppy passing from the Lumbini players. He saw Anand the player approaching. Shouldn't have gone for that option.
Number 9. Number 9.
Looks like Pereira is in a little bit of trouble. Should be going away with a warning.
Come, hurry up. Right?
So the instructions are clear, Nazmi. You cannot lift the player off the ground and put him down in a dangerous position. I think that's rule number 1 in the current safety standards. You cannot. You have to make sure, even though you are the tackler, you have to make sure that your player should land on the ground very safely. So that's the warning that's being given out by the referee to the Ananda team. Safety is of utmost paramount in this new modern standards of rugby.
Exactly, yes. So if you see that initial infringement, Inshaf, you could see that the player was off the ground, the feet is off the ground, but the landing which they did, not what you expected from first 15 player. Gihan Lakshita with the ball. Good collection from Lumbini. So they're on the maul right now. They're driving forward. Place has been brought down. Choose to go with their backhand, and he's running forward. The man, Dulakshana Chamupati. The big number 1 from Lumbini. Samira Buljans.
Very unfortunate Buljans that time. Samira saw the opportunity, went crashing through the middle just to knock on that ball on the final few meters. Very unfortunate. Lumbini College. Could have been another try. Here's a look at that. Take a look at how Samira came in space. There was no one guarding that open space. He goes through the middle. Just couldn't place it. Very unfortunate that time. Lumbini College deprived of another try in this second half.
Bind. Set. Steady. Hey, green. Plankers. Green plankers, number 7 in.
And yet again, Ananda College is ready. They chose running here more than clearing off the ball from their backs. And again, the advantage playing in favor of Ananda College.
Yellow cards. Steep arms. You okay?
So there you go. That's the penalty that comes in Lumbini's favor for dangerous play. So Lumbini now is down 14 players. Ranjit Kumar has been sent to the sin bin. So it will be interesting to see what will happen from here on, because Ananda College, when they were down to 14 players, they did not do well. They considered that try as well before the 15th player came back. Let's see if Ananda could take this advantage to take the lead back.
Three yellow cards so far in this game, 2 for Ananda College and 1 coming for Lumbini. Good pass from the hooker. On the best of the malls you can see. And yet again, pass out wide. Yes, and he have more men over there. Crashing down. Superb inside pass from the player.
Turnover, Lumbini does really well, only to give away position. Let's see, Ananda has ball once again. We saw a lot of fancy offloading and back of the hand passes coming in from Ananda in the first half as well. Just that they're not getting the act together. You need to, before you send those fancy passes, Sajid, you need to get your basics right, get your man, get your supporting lines, get your lines and the attack spread out wide before you send those things. Could have been another early attacking opportunity, but Ananda just cops away position. The players are taking a little bit of a breather here. It's very humid out here in Colombo at the Royal Complex. Expect the referee to take that 1 minute break periodically in the second half as well. So the conditions are not helping rugby, Nazmi. The conditions are not working right, but then that's the conditions you got to play for, because the last whole league we've seen only a little few matches interrupted by rain.
44th minute, Lumbini leading 15-12 against Ananda College.
Up next, we'll be having an important clash. I think Ananda could draw some inspiration from Vidyartha as well. A few years back, Vidyartha were also playing this Premier Trophy. I think Ananda and Vidyartha are arch rivals when they come to their annual fixture, the Gopalava Shield, one of the oldest fixtures in the country as well, played between Vidyartha and Ananda. Was bought out in 1970, if I'm not wrong. So now Vidyartha College have made their way onto the top league after they finished second in the plate. So let's see if Ananda College in the coming years could make that turnaround. In the meantime, the number 8 going on his own, making a dash through the middle, still going, very well done. That time Ananda. That was the scrum off, in fact. Now numbers opening up. Ananda need quick ball. Spreading it out wide this time. Going through the middle is Prasad. Prasad has a number. Should have passed it right. Should have sent that pass a little bit more vigilant. Should have been a little bit more vigilant before he sent that pass out to De Silva. So once again, Ananda College have just given away an early opportunity. Here's a look at that. Look at the positioning of Prasad, and then he just had to pass that one. He dummies and goes forward, draws in 2 players. It would have been a home run for the number 14, De Silva, but just the pass was a little bit overcooked, and Lumbini College get their line out. Short line out, Lumbini, little bit of trouble. And it's play on, says the referee. So Ananda College win the ball back. They make themselves inside the 22. The big prop forward takes and goes. Momentum shifts all of a sudden in favor of Ananda. The referee has advantage up for an infringement. Ananda will need to make sure that they're not isolated, but referee will bring back play for the initial infringement. So Ananda College doing everything right. This time they won that line out somehow. They gave that fight, they kept the contest for the line out. So they've got momentum with themselves. The number 10 is looking for options to see what his team or his captain wants him to do. At this point, Nazmi, we have an option. They are currently trailing 3 points from this angle. Will put them in even even in terms of points.
Green number 12.
Looks like there has been another infringement. The assistant referee Kamil Haji spotting that.
No, need my last warning. He was second guy, first guy, me third guy. No block tackle. Next time you, okay?
Once
Control
again,
karagan
the
team
instructions are very clear. No block tackles allowed. He said he gave the first warning, second warning, third warning. Yeah, out. So, second yellow card coming in for Lumbini. And Lumbini are in all sorts of trouble. Here comes Ananda. Numbers opening up on the far side. Prasad will go all the way. And that's the try for Ananda College. Pereira, the try scorer. There you go. Take a look at that. The number 15 goes through the middle. Knew he had all the weight and all the time to go as well. Took the Lumbini attack by defense by surprise. And Ananda College win back the league.
Exactly. Inshaf, super performance from Ananda College so far in the second half. Man in charge of the kicking duties, Dilanga. I beg your pardon, it's Banuka Madushan. Was okay so far in this game.
Good challenge opening up for Banuka Madushan as well on the far corner. It has the distance, but and it has also the direction as well. So good 7 points coming in from Ananda, and then 13 players down. Ananda should be exploiting this Lumbini attack. They are the stronger team here, and that should be bringing more points for Ananda.
Lumbini players are having a little chat before they come to the restart, Kavi.
So Lumbini, the restart goes long with that kick. Goes right into the hands of Pereira. Pereira does well to break through one, breaks through another. Going on the far side. Ball comes to down on the forwards. The forwards have been doing a very good job all throughout the second half. They've held on to position. They've recycled ball very well. And they continue to do the same. Now Pereira giving the line a go at this 13 player on the side, and it's a knock-on advantage played in favor of Lumbini. The referee, good judgment from the referee as well. He waited and gave the Lumbini player to arrive at the ball to see if there's an advantage. Seeing none, I think he brings back play. So Lumbini College with 13 players have got themselves in another opportunity.
Exactly, that's what we were talking about in Shaf. Lumbini College is brilliant every time. So you saw that from initial phase of this game, but still they have too many in the sin bin. So you can see the replay of that.
Very unfortunate for Ananda. I think that pass should have been taken a bit more better. Could have looked at the ball a little bit more vigilant. I think when you have 13 players and you have 2 players in your advantage, I think it's best that you make the best use of it, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to those final few minutes, Sajid, where it all comes down to those final few points as well. What you do in that last quarter of the game is going to matter very much. So for that, if Ananda College can take the score deep ahead, I think that's going to take them in a good position to go to the finals. Just a quick update about the ThePapare Rugby. Rugby has got his own platform on thepapare.com. All you need to do is go to Facebook /ThePapare Rugby, and you could stay updated with all the action, local, international, school, club, mercantile. We've got it all covered on our Facebook page. Important line out this time for Gihan Lakshita. Lakshita looks for the number 2 pod, doesn't collect it once again. The line out worries continue for Lumbini. Lumbini win back ball. only to be given away once again. This is not good. The rugby coming in from Lumbini, running from his own deadline. Ananda College still going, needs support. And when you send forward passes like that, you're not going to end up scoring.
Exactly, yes. No one wants you to pass that way.
So things not working around for Ananda. Ananda at this point, the key should be to kick the ball into their half, win the ball back, and then try to use that 13 player advantage, because two of the Lumbini players are currently sitting in the sin bin, and there can't be a better time than this to make sure that Ananda College secure their position, cement their position to the final.
Ananda has more build-up players. Even the scrum half looks like a number 8 inch half, as we were speaking initially. So that's not what you always want from your players. You want them to do the basic. When the other teams have less players than yours, you have to keep the ball with you, and you should not give any possession to the others. So work the ball around your team and gain meter by meter for the try line. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/ThePapare official.
A lot of content coming in on the YouTube channel. Sajid, if you haven't checked it out, we got you all covered the school's rugby highlights from both cup and plate, and then exclusive footage we've collected from the Cricket World Cup 2019 as well, all on our YouTube channel. All you need to do is go take a look and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button on our channel. That's the ThePapare official. In the meantime, Lumbini College have themselves an opportunity. Little bit of Lumbini short of number. There is a chase to the try line, and looks like the Ananda player will get there before the Lumbini player. Good intention coming in from Lumbini. Down to 13 players, I think this is the best they could do. Play will be brought back for the restart. This time will go into the hands of the number 15, Samupati. Trying to make a few meters for Lumbini. Lumbini's efforts in the last 20 minutes or 18 minutes have not been the best. They've struggled. The only plus side was that try and that effort from Samir Buljans. Has been very quiet ever since then. Turnover ball, Ananda. Numbers opening up one-on-one. Could have sent that pass correctly, and then it's a comedy of errors with ball handling, and Ananda College cop up position. You can see the frustration. That could have been a definite try, but Ananda have been awarded a penalty taken quickly. Referee says that it was not taken from the right mark. But then take a look at that. If you can take a look at that face before, there was one player on the outside, one player on the blind side. There's just one player to beat. It could have been a one-on-one situation, and Ananda College could have got it. In the meantime, this is not good. Ananda have failed to win position from that clearance kick. Ananda with the counter attack. The Maroons have ball with themselves. Fence off the number 13. That is Hiranga. Hiranga holds on to his counterpart. Quick numbers on the short side for the Maroons. Maroons have numbers going inside, cutting inside. Has one player to his right. Should have sent the ball. Prasad and Ananda barge their way through the middle. The number 9 breaking through. 3 tackles. Pereira takes his team inside the 10-meter mark. Advantage played in favor of Ananda. and the penalty comes. So good passage of play coming in from the Maroons. They started in their half, made their way on to their 10 meter, and credit should go to Prasad and the number 9 Silva. In fact, Pereira for combining very well. I think that's the chemistry you need to have within your halfbacks or your half combinations. Your 50 or 10 and 9 as well. Very well done that time. So let's see if Ananda College will be fortunate to get themselves their next try.
Exactly, Yasin Shah. That's what they were doing initially in the very first try they scored. They didn't stop anywhere. They had their pace and they kept running all over, even though the mans are down and even though the play stopped, even though someone got tackled in the middle, still they took the ball over the ruck and they kept running forward, but they ended up scoring a try. The same thing, just a few meters away from the try line in Shah.
You can see the humidity and the weather factors clearly affecting both sides. You can see half of the players on the ground. They know it's not easy playing in these conditions because the heat wave is right on top of Colombo as well. So the breaks of this nature should be helping the players to get themselves and get their energy back. And in the meantime, you can see the Wesley boys training. Up next, we have an important clash. That's the Vidyartha Wesley clash. Both sides having a lot of pace in their back line. They've got the people, they've got the fast runners. Dilshara Kodagoda from Vidyartha, Kavindan Pereira, Tharusha Jayavira, along with Captain Murshid Zubair have been a revelation in this single school season. Murshid Zubair also not onto your left of your screen taking those kicks as well. I think he knows how important his role is going to be to take his team into the finals. But hope is not lost with Vidyartha as well. I think they've done a really good, they've had a really good season, Sajid, and they've come up the ranks. They put their hand up, and that's exactly why they are here in this semi-final.
Vidyartha College making their way upwards after 7 years to the A division in Shah. They were struggling in the B for a long time, and now today they will be taking over Wesley College. They have been travelled from Vidyartha to Wesley, from Kandy to Colombo here at the Royal Complex to meet their rivals Wesley College in the President's Trophy knockouts, the semi-finals, and also the important clash tomorrow on the Milo President's Trophy knockouts tournament against St. Peter's College and Isipatana College too.
That's going to be another cracking encounter. I remember, I think Isipatana also has some unpaid dues with St. Peter's. They were leading at Bambalapitiya when everything went wrong for the Isipatana team. In the meantime, Ananda College baths to the middle, the forwards doing most of the ball carrying for the Maroons. Inches close to the try line. Good defense coming in from the Lumbini forwards as well. Now the ball comes loose. Once again should have held on to ball, but referees played an advantage. There's overlap coming up on the far corner, and that should be the try. The try was coming long time, and finally Ananda College touchdown on the far corner. And I think this should be try should cement Ananda's position into the finals as well. Banuga Madhusan. There you go. Look at that run around, wrap around, and then finding Banuga Madhusan on the far corner. He was having a wonderful running line. Just did his basic. Knew he could go all the way, and that's the try. I think Ananda College making no mistake. Banuga Madhusan. To add the 2 points as well.
He has successfully kicked so far.
I like how Banuga Madhusan readies his kick. It reminds me of players like Samuel Madhuanta, who's made school's season dangle, and that's exactly what Banuga Madhusan does. So 2 conversions and a try coming in from this young lad, and Ananda College are more or less making their way into the finals.
Lumbini College must do something different here in Shaf. See that kick from that young man. Exactly what he wanted. They have got more time, just a couple of tries, and you can lead this game again in Shaf as they did in the first half.
You still believe in Lumbini? That's a good thought of school of thought. In the meantime, Lumbini College have been brought back to their original number 15 players, playing 15 of Ananda. That last 10 minutes have cost them 2 tries. That's the importance of not giving away yellow cards, Sajid Dial. Out of whatever you do, no matter how good your team is, when you are 1 or 2 players short, I think that's going to affect your team.
Another knock-on advantage for Lumbini College, and now they have 12 more minutes, 26 to 15, Ananda leading here.
Lumbini College needing 2 scores if they need to take or surpass is Ananda side. Let's see if Rajapaksa will be fortunate of converting this scrum into an opportunity. Now Rajapaksa sends the ball out to his fly half. Eranga through the midfield. Numbers to the right. Not the best of passes once again. And it's a turnover. Ananda College win back the ball is not good. Coming from the side is the call, so Ananda College penalized once more, so taken quickly this time, but not at the mark. So this is the intention. The intent is right from Lumbini. They'll need to take quick ball. They need to take those quick taps and make sure they can penetrate that down on the defense. But then they need to be careful and see and not commit too many mistakes.
Yes, the Rajapaksha, the danger man from Lumbini. He keeps going every time in Shaf. He was brilliant from the initial point of this game, but still, he didn't have enough support from his lads.
Now Hiranga, good pass to Yeshira. Yeshira still going. Now ball comes into Chamupati. Chamupati back to Rajapaksa, but a little bit distorted Lumbini that time. They'll need to be a bit more calm at this situation. They have the numbers, they have the time. There's a good running line opening up to the right of the field. Rajapaksa will need to spot that. Buljan's doing the carrying duties. Now the ball comes out. Numbers opening up. Should have passed on the early instance. Still a one-man advantage opening up. The number 8 will need to go crashing through the number 3. This that time. Ashane Veerasinghe saw the space. He was asking for that ball early on. Did not get. Finally, when he gets the ball, it goes through the middle, and that's the try for Lumbini. You can see this excitement and the celebration. He knows he's done his part, and now it's game on. Here's a look, Rajapaksa. Lovely ball to Veerasinghe, and Veerasinghe knew what exactly to do.
(20 to 26) with the conversion to come to Lumbini. Dulakshana Chamupati will be taking the kicking duties here. He was not much successful in this. 3 tries and all 3 conversions didn't go through.
I think the wind is a factor for Chamupati as well. Since he's kicking on the opposite side, the Manchester side, the wind is against him. Let's see if Chamupati can take his stream closer, and that's exactly what Chamupati does. Takes through, he kicks when it matters. Dulaksha Chamupati. And now Lumbini College have themselves a chance of winning this one. Take a look at that. No pressure on Chamupati. Slices that goal post. And now the challenge comes in. I think this is going to be the most exciting passage of play we have. Whoever scores the next try is going to seal this game through 22 points to 26. The difference is just 4 points. We have 8 minutes to go.
But they could have been on the lead if they have already converted the initial 3 conversions that they got.
It has it has ended up proving to Lumbini's disadvantage. Now Rajapaksa. Rajapaksa will look to kick this one and hopefully try to play his rugby. in his attacking half. Whenever they've gifted away person in their defensive half, it's not been good. Now he puts in the kick. There is no sweeper there. There's a chaser going in for Lumbini, but slightly overcooked that time. But the intentions are very clear. Lumbini College making sure that they want to play most of their rugby in their defensive, in their attacking half, and try to get Ananda to concede infringement, concede that ball, cough up position, and they can win that ball once again. So good intentions, and Lumbini College are coming here to win this one. Referee wants to have a word with the Ananda College staff. There has been a injury, so fresh legs coming in for Lumbini as well. Ushan coming in to join the line for the Lumbini team. Let's see if this replacement is going to be worthy. Once again, Ananda does no mistake with the lineup. They know how important this is. They need to hold on to this ball, give enough angle to his place kicker to kick themselves out of danger. This time he doesn't find touch, goes into the hands of Hiranga. Hiranga with the counter attack. Needs support.
Hiruna Silva was the man.
Advantage given, and the ball is turned over. Very unfortunate. I think these were the big forwards of Ananda comes in support. They are they're at every breakdown. They're at every ruck, making sure that their team is on top. They've done really well. Their cleaning duties are done, and their breakdown conversion rate in winning back ball has been at that level, and that's going to be the reason. That's going to be the turning point between the two sides. Now Pereira using his back line once again. Once again, here comes the error from Ananda. Collected ball. Rajapaksa has to clear one player. Unfortunately, knocks the ball on. Very unfortunate. Wonderful bit of work from Lumbini that time. Picked the ball. Rajapaksa just had to knock loose position on that occasion. We'd like to see that one on the replay. Could have been the change, match-winning moment for Lumbini. So that would have taken Lumbini College to victory. Just unfortunate that time. Player on the ground as well for the Lumbini team. That's not going to be good signs.
I guess it's Anand, the player also.
Okay, now opportunity opening up for Lumbini. 5 minutes to go on our clock. Taken quickly this time. Veera Singh goes through. He's been pushed down and pushed out of touch as well. And Ananda College have won this battle.
It's all nail biting, and the spectators are also on their foot.
Here's a look at that. Taken quickly from Chamboti, sends the ball to Veera Singh, the try scorer. And take a look at that. Pushed out. Cleanly pushed out. No hesitation there from the Ananda forwards. Fernando, Ratnayaka and Kulatunga combining that time. And it looks like there has been infringement, so Lumbini win back ball. You can see Samupati screaming at his forwards to come back. I think they've got one more lifeline. 3 minutes to go. We'll hold on to our clear men player of the match until the full-time whistle, because if it turns around, I think Lumbini College are still looking for that victory. 3 minutes to go. Anything can happen in these 3 minutes.
Excellent performance so far from Lumbini. They have been brilliant in these few phases in Shaf.
Ananda College playing with 7 players. Will need to, and Lumbini also will need to play committing 7 players only to the scrum. Now Rajapaksa goes for the short side. Out to Yesiru Guerrero. Guerrero does well to keep the ball alive. Now Rajapaksa needs quick ball. Veera Singh, the try scorer, barges through the middle. Has he got it? Not yet. And it looks like there is going to be another penalty coming in. Lumbini College still searching for that try. We need to have support coming in from all sides. Now the big midfielder, Induvara Rupasinghe, goes to the middle and they've coughed the ball up. And Banuga Madhushan holds on to that ball. But by the looks of it, Lumbini have won themselves another penalty. So third lifeline coming in for Lumbini. Rajapaksa goes through the middle. And there you go, obstruction, says the referee, and Lumbini College have just thrown the opportunity of winning this game away. And Ananda College should be doing all things in their hand to make sure that they end up winning this. Very unfortunate. Rajapaksa
They have gained many meters on the call. You can see the replay. Rajapaksa is trying to do his best, but still Ananda College gets the ball back. And yet again Ananda College barging through the defense. Works through the line and not the best of the passes.
So by the looks of it, there's going to be a final move coming in for Lumbini College. Well, he's going to be that last move. It's going to come down to that final minute. Saj, it's coming down to that level. Referee wants to have a small chat with the AR as well before that.
හරි ඒතර penalty යන්න ඕන කොතන? මෙතන මේ. හරි මෙතන කොහොමද? නොකෝන එක penalty යන්නේ. Number 11. Number 11.
There's been an infringement, so penalty in favor of Lumbini. Taken quickly, Rajapaksa once again. We'll need to make sure that his team ends up in the winning side.
Number 30.
Ball position is key this time for Lumbini. Rajapaksa searching for that ball. Using his forwards, Veera Singh the try scorer, and that ball has been cleverly intercepted, Pereira, and that should be a winning moment for Ananda as well. That's where the game is going to change spheres. Final few seconds going, and I think Pereira has won this one for Ananda College. Hiran Silva looking for that final break. Referee looks at his watch. Says there's more time left to play. That comes. So there you go. That's the full-time whistle. That turnover coming in from the number 9, Pereira, has won them that seat to the semi-finals. You can see to the finals. This is the semi-final, and Lumbini College look devastated. You can feel for them. They fought until the last minute. Just that Ananda College were the better team.
Mistakes on the conversion also made them to count as the losers in this game in Shaf. Ananda College was brilliant in the second half. In the first half, it was not best of their games they have ever had. They started it very well, and in the middle, clumsy play. That's the full-time confirmation from the Royal Complex here. The game against Lumbini College and Ananda College, 22-26, with Ananda will be marching towards the final on the Premier Trophy, Milo Knockout Premier Trophy 2019.
A wonderful bit of play from Ananda as well. I think that's where experience and physicality comes in play. You play it towards the end and then see the opportunities and then make sure you hold on to it. Here's a look at the highlights of the second half. Hiranga Silva started off things on a very positive note. I think the changing point of this game is going to be those yellow cards that Lumbini gave away haphazardly. They shouldn't have given those things out, and that's going to cost them that final spot. Here's a look at Silva. Nice cutout pass to Banuka Madhushan to score that once. I think Silva and the halfback HHG Pereira has been phenomenal in this game. I think that's exactly why I find Pereira's role very important, including that turnover in that final few minutes. I think here's a look at that once again. Right on the outside, Banuka Madhushan scored the try, converted it as well. But then Pereira is my clear main player of the match for his efforts of winning this one for Ananda. Ananda College, in fact Lumbini College, bounced back in the final few minutes, was not good enough. Samupati would be worried that he could have got those conversions right in the first half. So there you go. That's how this game ends. Ananda College 26, Lumbini College 22. 4 tries from both sides. I think, like you said, Sajid, the difference of the score line just stands at those conversions. And at halftime, Ananda College were leading and they extend their lead. And Banuka Madhushan is the player of the match. The clear main player of the match is Banuka Madhushan from Ananda College. So that concludes this game, the Milo Premier semi-final. Up next, we have an important game on our hands. It's going to be the President's Trophy clash, Wesley College playing Vidyartha. That's at 3:45 p.m. here at the Royal Complex. So that concludes our broadcast for the Milo Premier Trophy. We'll take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we will have action from the Milo President's Knockout semi-final on your #1 Sports Hub.